Ah, camera's rolling. I didn't see that. Good morning, guys, and welcome to Storyteller's Corner for Thursday, the 12th of March. And when I've got the Pirates bandana on, guys, you know where we're going. We're going back to our story, The Quiet Sea. We're going back to Portsmouth Harbour in the United Kingdom, a day by the seaside. So let's go back for chapter 28, Certain Joy. Let's read on, guys. Morning sunlight spilled across the cobbled streets of Portsmouth as Davy and Eliza walked slowly towards the town's doctor's small practice near the Harbour Square. Neither of them spoke very much. It was a silence born of worry. It was a kind of quiet that comes when two people are holding the same fragile hope. Davy kept glancing at Eliza as though she might disappear if he looked away too long. "You're staring again," she said with a small smile. "I'm thinking," he replied. "That's a dangerous habit." "Very," he agreed, but his hands never left hers. The doctor, a kindly older man named Dr. Whittaker, welcomed them warmly. "Well now," he said, adjusting his spectacles, "what brings the two of you here this morning?" Eliza glanced at Davy, who immediately looked as though he might burst with anticipation. "I believe," Eliza said gently, "that I may be expecting a baby." The doctor nodded thoughtfully. "Let's have a look then." The examination was quiet and careful. Davy waited outside the room, pacing the narrow hallway like a man awaiting the outcome of a great battle. When the door finally opened, Eliza stepped out first. Her eyes were bright. Behind her, the doctor smiled. "Well, Mr. Toff," he said warmly, "I believe congratulations are in order." Davy blinked. You mean?" "Yes," the doctor said kindly. "Your wife is indeed expecting a child." For an heartbeat, Davy simply stood there, and a grin slowly spread across his face, wider than Eliza had ever seen before. "Truly?" he asked. "Quite truly," the doctor replied. Davy turned to Eliza and wrapped her in a joyful embrace. "We're going to have a baby," he whispered, half laughing. Eliza laughed too, though tears glimmered in her eyes. "Yes, we are." Walking home, they stepped back into the sunlight together. The harbour bustled with its usual life. Fishermen all in nets, merchants shouting greetings, gulls circling overhead. But to Davy and Eliza the world felt entirely new. Davy stopped suddenly in the middle of the street. "What?" Eliza asked. "I just realised something." "What is it?" "We're responsible for a tiny human." Eliza laughed. "This is generally how it works." Davy shook his head in amazement. "I feel like I've been handed the great treasure in the world." That evening they visited Edith and Elias. Edith took one look at their face and immediately knew. "Well?" she said softly. Eliza nodded. "It's true." Edith's hands flew to her mouth, eyes filling with happy tears. "Oh, my dear!" She pulled Eliza into a tight embrace. Elias looked at Davy. "You look like a man who's just discovered gold." "Better," Davy replied. "A baby." Eliza crossed her arms thoughtfully. Elias crossed his arms thoughtfully. "Well then," he said slowly, "I suppose it's time I've finished a certain project." Eliza tilted her head. "What project?" Davy tried and failed to hide a grin. Later that night, Davy and Eliza stood outside their cottage looking up at the stars above the harbour of Portsmouth. Davy placed his hands gently over Eliza, over the tiny little life growing there on her stomach. "I promise you something," he said softly. "What's that?" "The child will grow up surrounded by love." Eliza leaned against him. "I already know that." The sea whispered quietly beyond the shore, steady, ancient, and welcoming another story into the long rhythm of generations. A new life has begun. There we go, guys. Happy news. It's good news. Eliza's expecting a baby. Yippee, we offer them congratulations. So join me tonight, guys, for Topsy Tickletown. I can take the Pirates bandana off now. Join me for Topsy Tickletown tonight, where we're going to have our new character, Ullman, the fisherman, and it's called Chapter 73. Chapter 73, Ullman's Impossible Catch. So let's see what he impossibly caught. So there we go, guys. Thank you for joining in Storyteller's Corner, and let's offer the happy couple congratulations on expecting a baby. So there we go, guys. We're going to have a new little addition to our story soon, very soon. So that's good news. Until then, okay, guys, take care now, and thank you for joining me in Storyteller's Corner this morning for Thursday. Join me again later for Topsy Tickletown, and let's see what Ullman's Impossible Catch is all about. Holman Spearfishing 2, that is. There we go, guys. Take care now. Bye bye.